Yo, what is going on, my fellas? It's your boy DyeItTight here, bringing you guys our PCL Season 2 Week 3 battle, and we're going up against our good buddy Lux. We just met him this season, but we've already kind of clicked. We get along really well, and I'm really nervous about this game because we're tied with Danza. So based on how Danza does and based on how we do, if we lose and Danza wins, he's in first, and we're potentially tied with Shay. But if we win and he loses, we take first, and we're going up against Danza next week. We'd kind of like, I'd love to have a game in between us, so we don't have to worry too much about losing. Like, losing wouldn't be the worst thing that would happen, but still, like I said, we're gonna try to win every game. So the point is to never lose. So we just gotta try for that. So Lux's team is Blacephalon, Cresselia, Florges, Cloyster, Z Drudagon, Grottle, Darkrai, Z Scolipede, Gligar, Magnezone, and Megalopunny. So I'm gonna start talking a little bit more about what I'm afraid of and what I think he might bring. Specs Blacephalon. This is up my team. Especially defensive Cresselia. Walls most of my team. Shell Smashing Cloyster is Shell Smashing Cloyster. It's a scary mon. Drudagon only for the fact that it can live a Moonblast and hit me with an Iron move. Steel move. Z Scolipede could be very scary. Z Earthquake is just a move that is just a strong move, especially with speed boost, and passing is allowed without another stat. Gligar can, I'm not that afraid of Gligar, to be honest. I'm afraid of Specs Magnezone or Scarf Magnezone. Obviously Darkrai is an S-tier mon. We're afraid of all S-tier mons. But, you know, if he has the right coverage with Hypnosis, it could be scary, but he'd have to hit it. And then Megalop is just Megalopunny. It outspeeds everything and hits everything hard. So, the team we have come up with. First up, we got SoundCloud or Scrafty with Drain Punch, Knockoff, Poison Jab, and Dragon Dance, rocking out Intimidate. The speed is so... Let me fix something really quick. Sorry about that. The speed is that at +2, it creeps Lopunny creeping Raikou. Yes. Next we have Darkstone or Mega Diancie with Moonblast, Diamond Storm, Earth Power, and Calm Mind. The speed is for Blacephalon, yeah. Then we have Scarf Raikou, Raikage, speed for Blacephalon, Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball, HP Ice, and Volt Switch. Don't really see me clicking anything besides Electric and Ghost moves. HP Ice was just in case, maybe if I got knocked off by Gligar. Next we have Fortress, Gyro Ball, Rapid Spin, Stealth Rock, and Volt Switch. This thing is supposed to be a low punny counter. Then we have Daenerys or Reshiram with Blue Flare, Dragon Pulse, Roost, and Flame Charge. I did a mock against Zaki. Shout out to Zaki. Shout out to my front office for helping me every week. But if I get a couple Flame Charges up, I win. He doesn't have a Blue Flare switch in. Unless your name is Cresselia. But we'll get to that. And then finally we have Explorer, our Suicune, Scald, Protect, Calm Mind, and Substitute. The EVs here are to only take 50% from a non-boosting, modest Magnezone. The 4 speed is because I speed tag Cresselia, so I just want to outspeed it. And then the defense is to be able to take 2 returns from Lopunny, Megalop. So, let us get into the battle. As you can see, when it's done loading, but also shout out to JB for the layout. Thank you, bud. Okay, as you can see, he brought Darkrai, Magnezone. Oh, go back, please. Darkrai, Magnezone, Cresselia, Scolipede, Blacephalon, and Megalop. Shout out to Sohan for recording this, and then shout out for Joe for recording every other week, the first 2 weeks. So we get challenged by Luca, our Lux. He leads off with Darkrai, as our lead is what's your name? Reshiram. I'm like, oh sweet, I get a Blue Flare. So we're gonna go ahead and click our Blue Flare, as he switches out and goes right into Milky Way, the Cresselia. I'm like, okay, this works out perfectly. Let's just click our blue flare, get some chip in. I'm like, wow, that does a lot of damage. So now I'm going to go ahead and switch out because I don't want to get toxic. I don't want to get thunder waved. I don't want anything bad to happen to me. I go into Fortress as he goes for Moonlight, and I'm like, oh, sweet, I get a free Volt Switch on the Magnet Zone because I think his plan is to try to trap my Fortress. So as long as I keep my sturdy intact, I noticed around this time I Volt Switch that he doesn't have a defogger. So I can put rocks up. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out. As I think I go... Oh no, I go back into Reshiram. I'm like, man, give me a god dang another blue flare. As I go, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and click blue flare. As he switches out, I didn't expect him to stay in. And he goes into Cresselia. I'm like, oh my god, I love this Pokemon. I love that it's going to take forever for me to beat it. Maybe a burn would help. And that looked like it did a lot less damage. So I got like weird rolls. But it could have just been me. But so now I'm going to go ahead and switch out. Go back into Fortress. As this thing is useful, but it's not crazy useful. So now... I've used 2 blue flares and he's used 2 moonlights. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get my rocks up here, or I might Volt Switch out. But with my sturdy up, I'm not afraid to take damage. Okay, yeah, I do go ahead and get stealth rocks up. Now, I know I need Fortress for Lopunny, but I needed rocks up more. I needed to get chip on Scolipede. I needed to get chip on the Magnet Zone that keeps coming in, so I can try to just beat it. But yeah, he clicks Thunderbolt. I live. I click Volt Switch. I go out into Raikou because now I want Volt Switch momentum. I get a free Volt Switch. I know he's not going to stay in versus Raikou. He's fearing Aurasphere, so my guess is Cresselia, which he does go into. I just get a Volt Switch, and now I can go into Scrafty. I'm tired of just going into Reshiram, clicking Blue Flare, and having to play the Switch game. Because he's eventually going to double on me because he's in a position where he needs to make the double. And if he makes the right double, I'll be in trouble. Oh, that was rhyming. Wow. Prepare for trouble. Alright, so I go on the SoundCloud, young Foreskin, and you know what? I'm going to go ahead and click myself a nice knock as he goes into Scolipede, and I'm like, word! It's funny because Scrafty 1v1s this thing, which is fantastic. I should have clicked Dragon Dance. I didn't. I didn't want to welcome in the Lopunny afterwards. But yeah, he goes and drops the Z, and I'm like, oh, I see Burning Z Earthquake. And then I see the dance, and I'm like, alright, that's Z Bug. So I'm like, okay, let's see how much you do, because I really didn't even calc for this. I calced for regular Megahorn. Megahorn at -1 does like 20 to 30. He's not at -1, and this is a Z move. He's going to go ahead and cocoon me up, smash me around, toss me up, and kapow. And we live. So I'm like, oh, sweet, Scrafty. So I'm going to go ahead and click knockoff, and I'm like, ka-chow. So yeah, I'm going to get my leftovers. I'm like, okay, this isn't bad. Like, this isn't awful. So then he goes in a Lopunny. I'm like, okay, so the play is now Suicune, which is fantastic. If he sets up a pup, I'm in trouble, but I can protect. As he goes ahead and sets up a substitute. Oh wait, sorry. He megas up. Sorry, I looked down for a minute. I thought it was faster. He goes and megas evolves and sets up a substitute. And I'm like, okay. You got your nice ripped leggings. I almost clicked protect here, but I didn't want to click protect on a return. So he goes ahead and clicks high jump kick. As it does crit, but that's fine. It's not that big of a deal. It's not the end of the world. We can play around it. As he takes damage. And so right here I'm going to go ahead and click protect because return kills, but I do need leftovers at this point if I want to take another whatever it's called. So he goes into another high jump kick. So I go ahead and click protect. He switches out into Magnezone and makes a great play. But I get another protect. So I just need leftovers. And after these leftovers, I live a high jump kick. So that's totally tubular. He goes and bullet switches as I protect myself. And now I get to go Raikou. Because I don't need health on Raikou. It would just be nice if I get Bolt Turn. If I got Bolt Switch momentum. Oh, I'm a little tired. Yeah, I think the constant Bolt switching between Raikou and Fortress is in my favor this game. As he goes into low punny, I'm like, oh. Alright, Fake Out's not going to do that much damage. Fake Out's going to do like 40%. As he withdraws Lola, he goes into Milky Way. I think he was predicting Suicune. But I'm just going to, Volt Switch out. And so far we've seen Moonlight. That's the only move we've seen from this Cresselia. So I'm going to go into SoundCloud. And I'm going to get the Intimidate off. And is this where I make the... No, I know he needs the Moonlight here. So I'm going to click Knock Off. Because no, he can't let Cresselia be this low. As he goes ahead and clicks Moonlight. I could have clicked Dragon... Again, I could have clicked Dragon Dance here, but I didn't want to overpredict. Especially with stuff like Lopunny, who auto outspeeds me easily at +1. And I can't get 2 up on Cresselia because if it has Moonblast, I don't live from this range. But I just want to get some recovery back on SoundCloud. Goes ahead and clicks Moonblast again as I click Drain Punch. And I'm like, yo, alright, I need to start predicting. That was a crate, like, if that would have worked out, if he would have gone, I don't know, that would have just been wild. If he went to, like, Lopunny. So, I'm going to go ahead and get my lefties back. Lefties. And, SoundCloud's going to switch out into Fortress. Because I think this is when he clicks Moonblast. As he clicks Toxic. So now we know he has Moonlight and Toxic. And he's clicked Moonlight like 4 times already. I think he's clicked it a good amount of times. I don't know. I wasn't really counting. I should have been counting. But I didn't think that Cresselia was going to be this big of a problem. But you know me. I'm going to go ahead and Volt Switch out. As I'm going to go into young Reshiram. Young D-Nice. And he is going to outspeed me and click Thunder Wave. And I'm like, oh, Scarf, Thunder Waving, Magnezone. Fantastic. That's exactly what I needed. I click Blue Flare and you just go, goodbye. I mean, I love Reshiram. Look at this thing. This thing does not get has not gotten a lot of kills for me, but the pressure it puts on to make everything prep around it to give, like, I was looking at the calc it does on Gligar, because I originally wanted to run Life Orb. Life Orb Blue Flare kills Gligar. It does 60 to 77 if it's max calm. So it literally could not switch in on me. It would switch in and then die. So he goes ahead and clicks Psyshock. This is the battle. This is the part it gets a little here or there. He doesn't have leftovers, so my plan is to just Dragon Pulse on him. I'm going to try to Flame Charge up a little bit here and there. I'm going to make sure I keep roosting so I don't get parried and lose because of it. But yeah, I'm just going to click Dragon Pulse, force him to Moonlight. Since he doesn't have leftovers, as soon as he gets to 50, I think he's just going to recover. Which is fine. I can do this all day. I'm just wasting Cresselia. I'm just wasting Cresselia's whatever it's called. And since he paralyzed me, he can't Toxic Stall me. So That is its own thing. I think this one he gets a... No. So I get paralyzed, and I'm like, oh god. If I get paralyzed right here, Daenerys goes down. But it's not the end of the world if Daenerys goes down. But he doesn't get the para. Thank God. I'm going to be able to just, yep, get back. I'm like, yeah, I'll click another one. You know, I'm going to roost up, and this is when I decided to start clicking Flame Charge. But it's funny, so the first turn that I got paralyzed against this thing, I clicked Flame Charge. So I'm like, okay, time to click Flame Charge again, and I was actually talking to Lux during the game. And I was, because I go to click Flame Charge. Oh wait, it let me click it. Okay, last time one of the turns that I got paralyzed, I went to click Flame Charge, so it was just funny that every time I clicked Flame Charge, I got parried. But he goes ahead and clicks Side Shock again. And I click Flame Charge again. And at this point, I outspeed because I'm at +2. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of totally tubular. I'm going to go ahead and click myself at Roost. As he clicks Side Shock. I just, this is just a spam. And, I get paralyzed. It happened. It happens to the best of us. I'm not mad that I get paralyzed. I para-haxed. I para-flinched Brendan first week of the season. So I'm not that mad that someone tries to paralyze me. It's a way to beat Reshiram. It's an effective way to beat an S tier. You have to hax S tiers. So I do get paralyzed right here. It sucks because I did Roost, which I would take it easier. He goes for Shadow Ball. I know I live Shadow Ball because I am hella bulky. And he gets the Spadef drop, which doesn't really matter. As I click Dragon Pulse, I don't get paralyzed. And it was like a roll to kill, except when he took rocks. So I blow this thing backwards. It was I think it was 85 to 100. So now he goes into Darkrai. And I do switch out. I go into Ski Rafting. I'm like, yo, what's up? Get intimidated, just in case you're physical. As he just clicks Dark Pulse, and I'm like, word. Scrafty's just chilling here, like a villaineer. Look how well it took that. Yo, the Darkrai counter is here. Scrafty the S tier counter. And now I'm going to go ahead and click myself a Drain Punch. I don't want to predict around Darkrai. I do 50%. Or I get him down to 50%. I'm like, okay. I'm going to go into... I think I'm going to Fortress here. Can we talk about this song? Okay, yeah, so I do go into Fortress on the Toxic or Moonlight, and he clicks on Lunar Dance. So he was Toxic, Psyshock, Moonlight, Lunar Dance. Fantastic. That's exactly what I needed. As he does go into low punting, I'm like, okay, even better. Because now the potential 6-0 is not a 6-0. As I'm like, okay, it's a roll to kill with high jump kick. Oh wait, sorry. I click Gyro Ball here on the substitute because I can't let this thing get up a sub. At this point, I do kind of just win without hacks. Raikou just clicks Volt Switch and T-Bolt. I have enough mons to sack to click Volt Switch, but high jump kick. Oh no, I'm out of high jump kick range, but he clicks Fire Punch. Should have saw that coming, but I wasn't at a point where I could predict with Suicune, and there was no point to predict with Suicune. I go into Raikage. I'm just gonna Volt Switch out. No biggie. Get the pressure off. I'm just gonna click Volt Switch. I'm gonna do a hell of a lot. I'm going to Suicune. Oh no, I go into Reshiram here. Because I need Suicune to kind of check Darkrai, just in case something happens. Because he goes for high jump kick. And Reshiram goes down. You did your job, Reshiram. I can't complain about Reshiram not doing his job. And then I go into Raikou because T-Ball is free, but I'm going to click Volt Switch because I want Scrafty to pick up its third kill because... Oh, it got Lunar Danced on Fortress. Well, I gave Scrafty the kill. Wow, that was... Oh, that's my bad. Whoops. But I'm going to go into Scrafty. Yeah, that's 100% my bad. Well, I mean, it switched to, I don't know. Whatever. So, he's going to go into Shingetsu, the Darkrai, and he's going to go ahead and click Ice Beam. And barring no freeze, I'm going to be able to get a Drain Punch off. He doesn't freeze. I click Drain Punch. And your new Britain Rockruff are 3-0. Now, this is a lot better than when we started off last season. The first 3 weeks, we were 1-2. Maybe we were 2-1. I don't know. But we definitely had a loss. So to start off this season 3-0 is fantastic. This is a great way. This is exactly how I want to start my season. We're going for that Bob Ross waffle maker. Because Danza thinks he wants it, but he does not deserve it against us. We have worked too hard for this. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, slap that like button. Make sure to subscribe. Definitely drop below advice because going up against Danza next week is going to suck, but we're going to be able to manage through it. But we'll see you guys in the next week. Peace.